Here's how to add a button in Google Sheets. The first thing that you want to do is identify the function that you want the button to perform. In this example, I'm going to have the button hide column B. Step number 1 is to go ahead and record a macro that performs the action that we want the button to perform. So to do that, I'm going to go to the extensions menu. I'm going to navigate to macros and then record macro. For those that are not aware, the way that recording a macro works in Google Sheets and Excel is it tracks your clicks and the actions that you perform once it starts recording. So right now it's recording, so I'm going to go ahead and click on column B, and then I'm going to right click on column B and select hide. So it's now recorded that action. I'm going to go ahead and select save so that it stops recording, and I'm going to name my function. So I'm going to call this one hide column B, and I'm going to select save. So now I'm going to show you the coding that was created when that macro was recorded. To see the coding, I'm going to go up here to extensions again, and I'm going to go to apps script, and we're going to take a look at the coding that was created when that macro was recorded. And as you can see here, simply recording that macro created this JavaScript code that we're going to use to assign to our button. One thing that I want to point out is that when naming a function in JavaScript, it removes any spaces that you had between your name. So as you can see here, while I typed in hide with a space, column, and then a space, it actually removed those when naming the function. And that's simply how JavaScript works. So I'm going to copy this because I'm going to need it when I assign it to my button. So I'm going to navigate back to my spreadsheet, and to insert the button, I'm going to go to the insert menu. I'm going to go to drawing, and in this window, I'm going to select the shape that I want my button to be. Now here is a typical shape for a button, so we're just going to go ahead and use this one. I'll go ahead and use my mouse to draw that button, and let's say we want to change it to yellow. Now by double clicking on or right clicking on that button, I can actually rename it. So we're going to call it hide column B, so it's obvious to all users what action this button performs. Then I'm going to select save and close. As you can see here, it has now inserted that button into my spreadsheet. I'm going to go ahead and move it over here, and to assign that script that we just created to this button, I'm going to click on these three dots, and I'm going to say assign script. Now, as you can see, where we were in the JavaScript code, I went ahead and copied the name of that function so that I can simply paste it here. I'm going to select OK. And now, once I click this button, it's going to go ahead and perform the action of hiding column B. And there you go. Just like that, you're able to record a macro which writes the code for the action that you want the button to perform, and then assign that code or script to the button that you inserted into your spreadsheet. Make sure you guys go ahead and like this one, comment if you have any questions. In my next video, we're going to take this a step further, where we're going to actually assign multiple actions to a single button. And just like that, you too can tech.